You can't be doing POS. I say, want to come and marry my sister. I won't even allow, I can't allow that. I won't even allow my sister marry somebody that was in my shoe before I got married. You must be up and doing before I can give you to marry my sister. It depends on who accepts. It's your choice. My wife accepted, it was her choice, and today the choice was not wrong. But some people might make similar choice, and today the choice will be a wrong choice. You might marry a broke man, and when he got married, he will abandon you. Everything has to, like I said, there's no curriculum to marriage. Everything is just, it happens. Wow. But all I can give is an advice. So first of all, for men, try to be up and doing before you get married, because you have school fees to pay. I have so many people on my scholarship. It's not supposed to be so. I will pay scholarship for another man. Paying school fees for their father is alive and paying school fees for them. It shouldn't be like that. So your husband should be the reflection of your children. Yeah. If you as a lady, you look at a man and say, God, I want my children, my unborn children to be like this man, I don't think you should marry that man. I'm telling you, like my wife now, she can comfortably say, I know how many times she has prayed to God and say, Elliot, just be like your dad, I'm okay. Wow. Just as your dad did, don't add on my nose, be like your dad. You as a lady, the man you want to marry, you cannot wish your children to be like them. Then you are marrying nonsense, 100%.
No, they judge everybody get face. On adult gist, not broad place. No filters, no lies, just real life talk.
Good evening, Sir Beloved.
Good evening, Chinaza.
Thank you so much for having us in your wonderful villa this evening.
You're welcome.
You know, I normally see your villa on social media, but it feels so surreal to be here today.
You and your team are welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so many people know you as a thriving businessman, an entrepreneur, and a public figure. But today we want to know something different about you.
Okay.
We want to know about your marriage and your family life. And over the years, a lot of persons admire the fact that you are successful and you're still committed to your wife and your family. So today, we want to know how you first met your wife.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for coming to my house. I know sometimes last 3 weeks, you and your team asked me if you would come and interview me, and I accepted. I have my reasons, because I want to let the youth understand that you can't have money and still be committed.
Yeah.
You can't have money and still have time for your family and your children. All right?
Yeah.
Making money, having money does not make you misbehave, or, you know. So, like for me, family is number one. All right? So, back to your question, how I met my wife. Okay, so sometimes in 2018, I should be on IT, but I was going to 400 level. All right?
Okay.
I would sometime it should be 2017, sorry. 2017, when I was about to enter my final year. My wife was in 200, I was in 300, second semester.
All right.
So my wife, she's a medical student, and she was coming back from the bank. She didn't go to school that day. Me, myself, I didn't go to school that day. I was coming back from the bank as well. So she was coming back from the bank, and we met at the school gate. So there was one of my friends called Trigger. He told me, look at this fine girl, approach her, you know. Then I had the confidence, I had to just meet her. I said, beautiful girl, how are you? She was in a haste, she didn't stop. We were talking alongside with her. So she said she was going home. And I asked her for a number. She gave me a number, but I think she didn't give me the last number. Oh. She forgot to give me the last number, and then I paid for her bike, and that was how she left. So when I got to, I noticed that the number wasn't complete. I tried from 0, 1, 2 till I got the.
Really?
Yes, that's what I did.
That's quite an effort.
I tried 0, I tried 1, tried 2 till I got a real number.
Wow.
So I think the real number ended with 7. I think it was 7. So when I called her, she said she was at Uguta Lake, that she was at Uguta Lake with her friends. So I told her, okay, when will she be available so that I can see her? She said she don't know that she's at Uguta Lake, she's going to get back to me. I said, okay, no problem. So after like 3 days, 4 days, I didn't call her. My friend was like, why didn't you, that girl that you saw at school gate, you didn't call her again? I was like, that girl is not serious. So the last time I called her, I said she was at Uguta Lake. You know, all these girls, you know. And based on previous experience, girls don't take me serious then. I wasn't an handsome boy. I wasn't handsome.
Okay.
I wasn't handsome.
I get.
So my friend said, call her like that, call her. And I called her. Shout out to Trigger. I called her. She said she was at school. She was done with school. She's coming back home. And I told her, okay, should I get you lunch so that when you come to my house, you pick it up? And she agreed. I was so surprised. She agreed. Finally, she came to my house. She came to my room. I remember that afternoon. She came and we talked. I gave her the food and she went back. I think the next day I went to her house. She was reading, started telling her that, look, I want us to get, start dating, blah, blah, blah. Then that was when the real dating, how you approach girl happened. But this time around, young boys, they just meet girl on the road. The next day come to my house. That night,
Exactly.
that
Netflix
night,
and chill.
Pam, and they, sure it's Netflix and chill. They start immediately.
No, Netflix and chill. That chill.
No. That's the ones you meet.
something.
Some don't do Netflix and chill now.
Wow.
What they do is, if they meet you on the road, they call you, you come to their house.
Straight up.
Straight up. If you are in, you're not in, you go. If you are in, you do. If you're not in, you go. And after that, if the guy loves you, he might pick your call. But if he doesn't love you, start whining with you. And these are the things that keeps happening these days. Nobody asks you out. Nobody,
Wow.
Everybody is just misbehaving. So when I asked her out, she said, look, that she's a medical student, that she doesn't want anybody to distract her. That am I going to cope with her being a medical student? I said, I'm going to cope with her. She said, look, I'm a stubborn person. No, I said, no problem. You are stubborn, no problem. I'm going to take it. I was just agreeing to all her. He was giving me terms and conditions. When you want to sign up on Facebook, he'll give you terms and conditions.
Exactly.
She gave me terms and conditions. I was saying, okay, to all the terms and conditions. And she said, okay, that was how we started. I was so happy. Say, finally, God,
Wow.
I've left the single people.
Wow.
Look at God. So I think a week later, I bought a car. But I don't even count that as a car. That car was a scrap. The mechanic that sold me that car, that mechanic, if you see this video, now me swear for you. But I go remove the swear for your head today. I don't remove the swear because I swear for that mechanic. That guy said motor, give me that motor, the engine. The first day when I carried that motor to reach lodge, I saw the engine knock.
Jesus.
I did tell you, as I carried from Onitsha, I buy the car. As I reach, oh my God. Oh God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know that Zika, that roundabout?
Yes.
Now that roundabout, I buy that motor. 800K, I'm not going to forget. 800K,
Wow.
I go back and transfer 800K. Carry motor engine, not good.
So car was that cheap as at then?
800K. Yes, now.
Wow.
800K, car was cheap now. So when I bought the car, before I got to the lodge, the engine knock. That's why I can't go mechanic, can't go fix and manage fixing, So that was how we were managing with this one Big for Nothing. Then the name was Big for Nothing. And I think that was how we met.
Wow. That's quite interesting.
Interesting.
Wow. So at what point did you realize she was different from everyone else?
Okay. The moment I realized she was different from many other persons was when she was not demanding. She wasn't asking for anything. She was just doing... If you want to give, you give. If you don't want to give, no problem. She can never ask you for... Because I can remember that her phone was bad when we met, and she never asked me to buy a phone. I was one that surprised her with a new phone.
Wow.
She was not demanding. She was not asking for anything. She can never ask you to give you money for transport or no. She can never ask you. So that was when I know that I think this girl is the person.
Okay. So how long did you guys date before you got married to her?
I think should be a year plus, or call it 2 years. We met in 2017. We got married in 2019.
Wow.
2 years.
Okay. So were there moments you thought, before the marriage, were there moments you thought that the relationship would not make it to marriage?
No, I never thought of that. There wasn't a time. We never had issues. Okay, we had issues, but I was now already into her, and she telling me that she was stubborn. when we have issues, she would tell me, I told you before I was stubborn. No, I told you.
And you agreed.
And I agreed. I was like, it's true, no problem. I've agreed. Sorry. I'll be the one to apologize and all that. There was a time when I knew that she was really stubborn was when we had issues. So I told her she didn't call me for 3 days. She didn't call me 4 days. She didn't. I was like, this girl is heartless. So she didn't call me. She was so stubborn. And me, I was forming stubborn man too. The thing hooked me. I don't feel bear them again. And I went to, there's a fan. She gave me a fan. She carried a fan from my lodge to give me to put in my own room.
Wow.
So in order to show that I'm still angry, I told her, look, hello, I'm coming to your house with your fan now. I'm returning your fan now. I'm returning your fan now. She said, return the fan. She said, Oga, return the fan.
Double standard.
Yeah. I said, I should return the fan. She said, yes, return the fan. And so I lose, in order for me to show that I'm serious, I lose the fan, drop Okada, carry the fan, she said, drop the fan there and go. I said, I should not and go. I said, oh yeah, come, sorry, I beg. And now, without enter this, I apologized to her. And I think that was the only time we had issues. Then I think that was all. But there wasn't a time I thought it would never work.
Okay, so what's the biggest difference between while you guys were dating and now that you guys are married? Is there a difference?
No, there's no difference. There's no difference because we were living as if we were married, and we lived as if we were married because she had to start staying with me. I gave her that time to concentrate. And we lived as if just the way we were dating, that's how we're living now. Just the only difference that they are kids now.
Oh.
And we are much better in terms of living standards. So I don't think there was any difference.
Yeah. So in other words, you advise cohabiting before getting married?
Of course, you have to, so that you can understand the person you're getting married to, and so such as you don't ignore the signs. Don't say because he's beating me because we are dating, he will not beat me when you're married. That's a lie. Anybody that can beat you when you guys are dating would beat you when you're married. So trying to date is trying to understand. And I also advise to some people, some of them, they hide their characters while dating. True. Some of that, I thought my wife was hiding her character. So, but I tend to understand, even after 2 kids, our characters still maintain the same. So wow. Some of them, they hide their characters when dating.
Okay. All right, so how was our reaction when you proposed to her? Some Igbo men, they just give you the ring and say, take this ring down, where some they don't even kneel down. So how did you propose and what was our reaction like?
If I tell you now, you'll not believe, but I'm sorry to say I didn't propose to her.
Wow, interesting.
I just told her, give me your father's number. Let my father's going to call him, and let's get married. And we didn't do, say yes. No. We didn't do any of that. I think it was in December, I said I want to get married to you, and that was how. And Nobi, she was from Nobi, and their people are very cheap. They didn't charge like Imo State. They will tell you to bring this in.
Yeah.
They were not expensive. They just said, they didn't ask us for anything. They even contributed in the marriage. So
wow.
We didn't propose to her. I didn't propose to her.
Okay. Speaking of say yes. There was this ad I saw one time, this Viewpoint ad. You kind of proposed to a girl there, and it took a lot of turn on social media. How did your wife feel about that?
My wife was one that even gave us the idea.
Wow. Are you for real?
Since you ask me this because you don't know my wife. So my wife don't even care about this. She's not stressing herself.
Oh.
She's not fighting for the position because she's the position already.
Exactly.
And she doesn't, like me, my password is, our Face ID is here. Our Face ID is here. Wow. So my phones are open, our phones are open. So we don't even try to investigate one another. So she was very cool with that video. She was she posted on her page and all that. She loved the video because she knew that it was just a normal marketing. She knows that I'm a marketing master, so
okay.
She was okay with it.
Wow. Okay, so building businesses take a lot of time. I mean, you have a lot of business, right? How do you balance work and family life?
Yeah. So if you are into business alone, your happiness will not be complete. For me, I believe family makes the happiness complete.
Exactly.
You can have all the money in this world and still be unhappy. All right.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm in the position to tell you that, they will say it's a poor man talk, but no, you cannot call me a poor man.
At all.
I'm in that position to tell you that family and business is important. You can have two of them. So I'm into tech, and I don't think there's anything you are going to be doing that is going to take your time compared to tech. Tech takes all the time. All right.
Exactly.
So managing a multi-billion naira company, I know that family is important. I make out time for them. Like my children, sometimes I take them to school, but I must be the one to bring them back. So either the driver take them to school or I take them to school. But bringing them back, I must be the one to bring. So
Wow.
I take once it's I think they close by 4 p.m. Once it's 3:60, I'm on my way to their school and I bring them home. When I bring them home, I go back to the office. So I make out time, and I'm an introvert, so I'm always available for them. I'm not a club person, I'm not a traveling person, I'm not a party person. So it might work for me, might not work for other people. Other people might extrovert, but me, I'm an introvert, so I'm always indoor. Just like this cool evening you met me in my house.
Yeah.
I've been indoors since morning. I didn't go anywhere. So I think it has to do with being an introvert and extrovert. So some people might be an extrovert and be a business person due to they like traveling, they like clubbing. So they might
The thing
not
is
be
that you're
available.
always available.
But that doesn't make them a bad family man. So
Wow, that's quite a balance. That's quite a balance.
I balanced it very well.
Okay, so how has your wife supported your journey as an entrepreneur?
A lot. So when I started my crypto journey, it has to do with chatting. When people try to exchange crypto, I want to sell crypto.
Okay.
And, anybody can come at any time to trade crypto.
Yeah.
And I won't be available at every time. So what we did shift. So sometimes I work morning shifts and she work night. So she will sleep in the daytime, I'll work in the night. And that was how she will change. So sometimes she'll be the one talking to you and customers cannot even tell who is talking to each other.
Wow.
So she made the business grow. I can't be available 24 hours.
Exactly.
So when I'm driving, she's with the phone. When I'm back home, when I'm out, she's with the phone trading. That was how we did it. So she supported the journey very well.
Wow. Okay, so how do you guys handle disagreements and arguments?
Like if I tell you there's no disagreement, if I tell there's no argument, there's a lie. Obviously, we are two individuals from two separate backgrounds,
Exactly.
two separate family, two separate training, two separate being. Two blood brothers and sisters have disagreement. Talk more of two people that are not related by blood. Do you understand? That just met randomly. So there should be disagreement. It's a must. There must be a disagreement, and that's what makes it more stronger. So how I handle mine is, first of all, third parties are not involved. You should not involve third parties. You shouldn't make a call. You shouldn't call your mom or your dad or your friend to talk about what is happening. So third parties must not be involved. Then secondly, no malice should last more than 24 hours.
Okay.
So before 24 hours time, we should be able to agree and somebody say sorry. But I mostly say sorry,
Wow.
based on.
Because I was about asking that.
Based on. I had to apologize. So I'm always apologizing.
Oh my God.
Because of my terms and conditions I signed.
Yes,
so
exactly. The T&C, yeah.
The T&C. I always apologize.
Okay, so who's more romantic out of the both of you? Who's more romantic?
She was more romantic before, but due to me, I'm not reciprocating. She became like me too. So but none of us were not romantic.
Wow. Oh my God.
She was before, but due to I'm not reciprocating the romantic,
Yeah.
She started behaving like me. She's not more romantic, and we're just living like old couples. We don't do all these young couple things. We're living like old people that have been married for more than 30 years.
Wow.
In fact, people married for more than 30 years even better than me, sir. We're acting old. We cannot even hold ourselves on the road, sir. We cannot do all those. We cannot do those kiss. I can't remember. Oh no.
Wow, so you guys don't do PDA, you don't do public display of affection.
Public what? You're talking about public display. What about inside display? We're not even done inside display.
Oh my God.
You're asking for too much. We're not even done inside display. You're talking about public display. You must be a very funny. You like public display a lot.
Yes, I like PDA, and I'm very touchy.
So you are lucky. I just pray not be somebody like me because you're gonna cry because nothing for you. Wow. If you hold my hand, I will move my hand. I don't do that.
Oh.
But genuinely, I'm a caring person, but I don't have to show it.
No, I see a lot of, like, I see it in you, like the way you care about your family.
Of
it's
course,
top
I care.
notch.
I really care about them.
Okay. So what's the funniest thing that has happened in your marriage?
Funniest thing.
Yeah.
Funniest thing like how?
Like,
When you mean say funniest thing.
what's one thing that you look at and you just laugh when you're in your office or you're doing something alone? You just flash back and it makes you laugh.
Tough question. One of the things that I can't say. Tough question. This one. I think how we met, how she gave me an incomplete number.
Okay.
It was a
you kept
miracle.
on.
It was a miracle for me to be able to capture that number. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think that's one of it. But I think if I can remember before we finish this interview, I'm going to let you know.
Okay. Okay, so what's the most valuable lesson that your wife has taught you?
Interesting question. One of the what?
The most valuable lesson that your wife has taught you?
My wife has taught me to be patient. Yes. She has taught me when sometimes I'm in deep mess, she will always tell me time heals everything. So she has taught me patience.
Wow. Okay, so if you could go back and give yourself one relationship advice, what would it be? Is there anything you would want to be correct or you want to be right? What's that one advice that you would give to your younger self?
I felt I was perfect in my previous doings. So I don't think there's anything I would like to rewrite. I think I did everything perfectly. I didn't make any mistakes. Yes. Even though I was young, you know. You know, when we got married, I was just 22.
Wow, that's quite...
No, I was 21, sorry.
Wow.
I was 21. We were 21. We're age mates.
Oh.
We're age mates. So we're 21 when we got married, 21. But we had our baby, our first baby at 22. So we're 21. So we're still kids. But how we were so mature to manage everything, I think. So I think I won't... I think there wasn't any mistake.
Okay, so what would you give to young men that are preparing to get married? What advice would you give to them?
One thing with marriage, you can do everything right and still meet the wrong person, right? I don't think there's any books that can be written to talk about marriage, perfect marriage. No. What can work for A might not work for B. You might read the book and have a perfect marriage, and this one can read the book and still have the worst marriage. It has to deal with, it's an individual something. Yeah. All right? And it has to do with God's switch. God's, when they say man proposes, God opposes. Yeah. It might not be God's wish for you to have a perfect marriage. So you can't do anything about it. So I feel I'm just going to give an advice, Okay. First of all, when you're getting married, you look at the person you're getting married to, look at the background. Look at how, first of all, the person should be business oriented. The person should know how to handle money. Because when you leave this world, your wife is going to be the one to manage your business. That's true. Secondly, the kind of wife you marry determines the kind of children you're going to have in the future. Bad wife, bad children, 100%. So your decisions, one of your worst decisions is your wife or your husband. Because I'm not talking to both genders now. So your husband should be the reflection of your children. Yeah. And your wife should be the reflection of your own children, because you should have daughters, you have boys, you know. So if you as a man, your wife cannot pray and say, Father, let my children be like their dad, don't marry. I don't think you should marry that person. If you as a lady, you look at a man and say, God, I want my children, my unborn children to be like this man, I don't think you should marry that man. I'm telling you the truth. Like my wife now, she can comfortably say, I know how many times she has prayed to God and say, Elliot, just be like your dad, I'm okay. Wow. Just as your dad did, don't add on my nose, be like your dad. And I can comfortably say that when I have a daughter and say, my daughter, you see your mom, be like your mom, and don't have a problem. Wow. So if you as a lady, the man you want to marry, you cannot wish your children to be like them. then you are marrying nonsense, 100%. Because it's obviously you don't want your nonsense to reflect in your children. Because number one, most of this generation, they know that their husband is into fraud. They still go ahead and marry him, but they don't want their children to do fraud. Some of them, their husband smokes seriously like a mad person, like a host, and they marry him and they don't want their children to smoke. So your children should be a reflection of their parents. So I think that's the only candid advice I have for upcoming couples. Don't marry what you're going to regret later, because marriage, to revert marriage is very, very hard. So, most especially when there's kids involved.
Okay. So after all these years, what do you love most about your wife?
Her stubbornness.
Wow. So that means that men love stubborn people.
Yeah, she kept to her word. We love stubborn people, though, because men don't like women they ride on easily. If a woman, as a woman, they ride on you easily, they won't be much value. If you don't let them ride on you, you're going to be much appreciated compared to when you just let them. They use, like, when I can hit you now as a woman and you will come and say, baby, I'm sorry, despite I was one that hit you. Men don't value such person. I'll tell you the truth. My wife, if you do her something, she's going to show you that she's not happy, and she can never apologize to you. So I think we love stubborn people. I tell you, I'm a man, I'll tell you the truth. Wow. So if you are the type that always beg your man, please, because you want him to marry you, that's for you. So just try to be a little bit stubborn. Okay.
So what's one thing you want to thank your wife publicly for?
I want to thank her for being part of the journey, because I think if she wasn't among the journey, I don't think I would be here. So I think I would thank her for being part of the journey, and for giving me peace, because I think money doesn't come where there's no peace. Yeah. So I was able to make money because there was peace.
Okay.
And she gave me the peace. So.
Wow. Okay. So one important question I forgot to ask. Yeah. What does a successful marriage mean to you?
Successful marriage mean to me?
Yeah.
Amazing children. Happy wife, happy husband. Both parties are happy. Both in-laws are happy. Nobody's keeping malice. No, I think that's successful marriage for me.
Okay. So what's your prayer or hope for your family in the years to come?
That we should continue the way we are, and nothing should come between us.
Oh.
And both of us should keep being patient with each other, because marriage is all about patience. All right? Nobody's 100%.
Yeah.
You have your own fault, I have my own faults. So both of us need to manage ourselves. Okay. All right? There are things that you do that you like, but me, I don't like it. There are things that I do, I like, but you don't like it.
Exactly.
So don't think is the perfect one. No. The moment you start thinking that you're the perfect one, you are misleading yourself. So okay. Nobody's a perfect one. Nobody's perfect.
Okay.
We just have to manage the situation.
Okay. So if you had to describe your marriage in 3 words, what would it be?
Amazing.
Oh.
Amazing, happy, and prayerful. It's by the grace of God.
Amazing, happy, and prayerful.
Yeah.
You guys have heard it. So, do you intend marrying 2 wives? I mean, you're a rich man. You can have any girl you want.
This is your question, huh?
People should not come for me, please. I'm just asking.
It's like somebody saying happiness and you throw bomb inside. You want to scatter your happiness. Me, going to marry a second wife is like destroying everything I've used my hand to build.
Oh, wow.
Which no sensible person would do. You see that this water is water. You go and add it Fanta. It will change color, abi?
Yeah.
That's marrying a second wife. When you know that your marriage is happy. Your marriage is already happy. He's happy to be water. You want to go and add Fanta inside. Who sent you?
Happy
So that's one thing about marrying second wife. I don't want to add Fanta to this my water. I want it to be water so that I can drink it.
and be happy.
So I'm not going to marry a second wife.
Okay, so final question.
Yeah.
What do you have to tell? Because a lot of persons admire, the way you treat your family and how you've been with your wife even long before the wealth and the success came. So can you give them an advice? Can you give them a word of advice? Your fans that are looking up to you. Because I have a friend personally that looks up to you. He wants to get married and all of that. He wants to live like your life.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have to give to this?
Don't rush to marry. Marry is not an achievement. All right. Don't rush to marry. Take your time. Make your selections. All right. Don't break ladies' hearts, because one day you're going to have a daughter, and whatever you do to other people's daughter, they're going to do to your daughter. Have it in mind that you're going to have a daughter. So treat women the way you wanted to treat your daughter.
Wow.
You that is treating women bad, you are happy, shiny teeth. Don't worry. 30 years to come, your daughter gonna feel it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. That's how life works. Just relax. That's you where they teach another man picking how to smoke. Don't worry. They go teach your own daughter how to smoke. Because many women are where they are today because of the kind of man they met before. So you as a man, treat a woman how you want them to treat your daughter in coming future. And you as a lady, treat a man the way you want them to treat your sons.
Oh.
All right? So don't be in a rush to marry. You understand? Marriage is not an achievement. Nobody should push you into marriage. Because the way you rush into marriage, that's how you say you will rush out inside the marriage. So take your time. Age doesn't matter. It's only in Nigeria that you didn't marry at the age of 30. They will say you are getting old. But if you die at the age of 30, they say you died young.
Young, exactly.
So don't let anybody tell you that you're old. You're not old. 30 years is not old. All right?
Yeah.
40 years not even old. It's better you marry at 40 and marry right than marry at 20 and marry the wrong person. All right?
Word, yeah.
So that's what I have to tell you. I've never seen a book say this book, read it for perfect marriage. No, there's no book. It's not possible. All right? Just be good and that's it.
Okay, so, a lot of guys have this myth of, I must make money before I get married.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls have this myth of, I cannot marry a broke man. I cannot come and build with a broke man. Right? So what advice, what's your take on that?
Tough question. Very tough question. Where did you get that question from? That's a very tough question. That's a tough question because some people might disagree with me, but this is my opinion.
Okay.
Everybody must not, generations come and go. That generation where they meet broke people and build, that's our parents' generation.
Wow.
Has passed. Do you understand? And my wife, and secondly, it has to do with level.
Okay.
Right? In school, when I met my wife, we both were students. But the problem people have is, for example, you're still in secondary school and you want to marry somebody that's already in the university. It has to do with level.
True.
All right?
True.
So, you as a broke man, go for a very broke lady.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
If you want high standard, you have to increase your standard. Because
True.
a woman will hardly reduce her standard for you. But a man can reduce his standard for you. But a woman will hardly do it. That is how life was made, right?
Yeah.
And I won't, like for me, I have a sister, I'm not going to lie. You can't be doing POS. I say, I want to come and marry my sister. I won't even allow, I can't allow that. Let's be honest here.
Yeah,
I have a
true.
sister. You must be up and doing before I can give you to marry my sister. That's the fact. All right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even allow my sister marry somebody that was in my shoe before I got married. So it depends on who accepts. It's your choice. My wife accepted, it was her choice, and today the choice was not wrong. But some people might make similar choice, and today the choice will be a wrong choice. So you might marry a broke man, and when he got married, he will abandon you. So everything has to, like I said, there's no curriculum to marriage. Everything is just, it happens. Wow. But all I can give is an advice. So first of all, for men, try to be up and doing before you get married. because you have school fees to pay. I have so many people on my scholarship. It's not supposed to be so. I will pay scholarship for another man. Paying school fees for their father is alive and paying school fees for them. It shouldn't be like that. So you should not allow another man pay your children's school fees. You should be up and doing before you get married. So I won't advise women to go and marry men that they feel they can't live with, that can't afford their needs. So
You're for the girls. You're for the girls. You're for
I'm
the
not for
girls.
anybody, please.
Oh,
I'm not for anybody, Oga. Say for the yes.
okay,
I don't
sir.
know why you guys are just like this. I'm not for anybody, but
God.
I'm just telling you.
Ah.
Just that it's a rich man can marry a poor lady, but a rich lady cannot marry a poor man. That's just how life is, and I can't do anything about it.
Okay. Thank you very much for having us today. I believe that's
It's my
a wrap.
pleasure.
Thank
It's
you
my
so
pleasure.
much. So you guys have heard.
You can come anytime. All right. You are free to come to get more advice from me. All right. I've been there. I'm still there. I'm in the best position to give the youth advice. I'm one of the youngest person to. It's good that the advice is coming from me, other than it's coming from an older person. All right.
That's true.
So I'm still in my late 20s. So I'm in the right position to give such advice. You can't. We the youth can't take. We should stop taking advice from people 50 years. No, you can't take
parents.
marriage advice from somebody at 50.
Exactly.
Collect it from somebody like me, and it's gonna match because it was the same generation.
Yeah.
So you are free to come anytime.
Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
no
having
problem.
us. Sir.
No
Thank
problem.
you. So you
You're
guys have
welcome.
heard from Mr. Bilod.
Yes.
There is no curriculum to marriage.
Yes.
I believe Mr. Bilod was able to answer your questions and your thoughts.
So
Thank you.
we maybe the next episode we have other questions.
All right.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Girl goes single or married with a break code. No, they judge everybody get faced. On adult gist, not broad now please. No filters, no lies, just real life talk. This is adult gist.